So hello and welcome everyone to another new video. It is really we are all heartbroken at this present condition. We are all like shattered and all, and like after so many years, it is a complete like 3-0 whitewash that we had faced. Like Team India, our Indian cricket team have lost means three Test match series to New Zealand, and it is like completely three Test matches are lost, and it is something that had happened like after 36 years or something. And yes, I did made one video like that was I believe during the first day of the match. That was on Friday, and the match literally came to the end like on Sunday. Basically, so Sunday the match was over, and that is really something that we are really literally shocked with this kind of a result and all. But I was like quite skeptical, as I had already mentioned in my earlier video. Like I was kind of like really worried, and really I wasn't uh, able to find out the silver lining uh, for the development and the process, like the way the team was playing and with the current form of the present means the team players and all. So considering all those facts, somehow I was kind of like inclined to this kind of a result. Uh, Definitely, I am also one of the biggest fan of Indian cricket team, but uh, what reality and the ground reality that a sports means lover and a cricket enthusiast like me understands is something that is like I really felt that uh, it is quite difficult. It, I felt like it was quite difficult for us to uh, get past New Zealand and win the last Test match also. And it was like I was fearing about the worst not to happen, but like that is something that did really happen. So it was like very much important for us to win the last Test match also, because like we as we had already means discussed earlier and all, and it is something that we all know, like it is the race to the World Test Championship final. So now things are really means hugely difficult for our Indian cricket team to make it through to the World Test Championship final. And so I will come to that details also, and at the same time I will also make the details analysis and statistics and everything I will share in this video. So I hope everyone who is watching this video would definitely like to help me and like to support me this way, so that my channel grows and I get more and more number of subscribers into it. So it is important for you guys to remember to subscribe to my channel and to really comment in and join in the discussion, because I am quite certain that all of you who are watching this video, so you guys are also cricket lovers and cricket enthusiasts, and you guys also have good amount of knowledge about cricket and all. So whatever is your take and whatever is your uh, thinking and everything, you definitely are invited to comment in the comment section and all. So now so what happened, we all see, we all witnessed, and that is all in the news also. Means whoever have watched the highlights and whoever watched the match and everything, or also read through the newspaper. So in the last day, we are also there was a very low kind of a target that was being posted by uh, New Zealand. So we were chasing something around 150 around. The score was something like 160 or something. 150 or 160 was the score. So that is what we were chasing, and it was like on the Sunday morning there was one wicket was remaining for New Zealand also. So I was off to the market, and I went to get some stuff and all. Uh, I believe like I thought like that one wicket will be gone, and once I will tune in again, so I will find out like they are gradually means leaping forward, means moving forward to get past to the total, and probably will lose like 2 wickets or something. Max to max, the openers will get out and all, and then as Virat and Shubman and means batters who will follow, they will means chip around and score some. Uh, means easy means it will be easy for them to score and knock around some singles and to finally like accumulate 20-25 runs for each individual batters and all. And that way around also, I believe like somehow we will be able to win this last test match also. But I really got this wrong because I got it wrong at because I didn't analyze the scenario that much well, I believe, because the pitch was, as I mentioned in the earlier video also, the pitch was behaving as a square turner, means it was like turning extremely. The spinners were getting huge amount of support from the pitch. So as the track was behaving that much, helping that much for the spinners, so I really forgot that it will similarly assist the New Zealand spinners also. So somehow I believed, I felt that Mitchell Santner is not playing that game. So I kind of like thought that Ijaz Patel and like Glenn Phillips, these bowlers are not that much capable like Mitchell Santner. So things will be easier for the Indian batters. And also like as the Indian batters are real good players of spin and all. So I analyzed it wrong that Mitchell Santner is the only bowler who was difficult to read for the Indian batters. And apart from Mitchell Santner, the other bowlers, Indian batters will be able to at least score a few runs. And as the target wasn't anything on the larger side, so we will be able to get past that total and all. But like once I tuned in, it means the streaming of the match again. So that was like around 10:45 or something. So I was like awestruck and I was stunned to find out like we have lost like entirely 4 or 5 wickets. And then I realized that, and it was like in the scoreboard there was like 30 runs or 35 runs was there in the scoreboard. And at that time like Rishabh Pant was batting. So Rishabh Pant and Ravindra Jadeja was batting, and then also I believed like if these two guys can stick there, and Rishabh Pant, as we all know, like he is the one who is the savior. Like he tries to become the savior also, and he was like doing the same heroic act also. But Jadeja also dismissed, got out and all. And yes, there is the huge amount of means question being arise and the speculation and all. And like I also feel like it is not fair to give Rishabh Pant out that way, because uh, he also kept mentioning to the umpires once the third umpire was making the decision that once the ball is going past the inside edge of the bat, and at the same time the bat is also hitting the pad, and like there is a clear gap, means there is no conclusive evidence that there is only the ball hitting the bat, and the means the ball is it is clearly visible that the ball is hitting the bat and all. So it was I think the third umpire also knew, and the umpires, on-field umpires also didn't raise their fingers, so they uh, just mentioned like it is a not out decision. So that was challenge. That was means something that New Zealand probably had reviewed and all. So that is how the third umpire, I think, like he only just referred to the means um, ultra age only, means just he went through the means as it says like just go by the book, go by the rule book basically. So he did that only, like going by the rule book. So he just mentioned the means the broadcaster to like move 1 frame forward, 1 frame backward and all. And as it was like showing like once the ball is beside the bat, and there is a slight kind of a means that the graph it shows somehow there is some means spike and all. So that is how he decided to give it as a out
means the decision of out was given that way. But there is two major things to means consider, like if the uh, means bat is hitting the pad, and that time the ball is also hitting the means pad at the same time, so definitely that ultra edge thing will pick up that vibration and all. And like other players also, like many players have referred, like once it is not clear and the on-field umpire is not on-field umpire also didn't give it out. So like earlier we used to remember, like there used to be this hotspot technology being prevalent. So that hotspot technology is not prevalent over here. So this benefit of doubt thing should have gone in favor of the batters. So that is what also Rohit Sharma had mentioned, like in the post-match means press conference. So he was also quite disheartened and all. So I literally it was showing up. So he mentioned everything. So at that point, he also mentioned at the end, like the umpire should be sticking to the same kind of things to each and every teams basically. So what he mentioned, I also understood, like basically like the umpire like was a international umpire, means was the Indian umpire and all. So these umpires are all in ICC's panel and all. We all know. So there is shouldn't be anything like this, but we kind of feel like once the matches have been played, for means if this kind of decision would have come for Australia or for England or for South Africa and all, probably if the umpire is also like from Australia or England or South Africa, yeah, maybe like sometimes it happens, and we find it really awkward to compile, like see that the decision had gone in favor of the batter and all. And this time also, like I don't remember exactly the name of the third umpire, but he wasn't an Indian third umpire. So like as it was like Rishabh Pant was mentioning, and also he also like knew from what I understood from that time as I was watching the match. So I understood, like he also felt like there isn't any bad inside edge and all, but like he just made sure that no one is means the New Zealand cricket team or like the New Zealand cricket management and all, they don't point out these things, that if it is showing up like the once the ball is beside the bat and all, and at the same time there is a spike that is showing up in the ultra edge, so why the third umpire didn't give out? So he just made sure that thing, and he just gave that decision. So that decision was very crucial and all. And that decision also, like if Rishabh Pant would have stayed there in the crease, then there was only around 30 runs was needed and all. So that time we could have like uh, finally get past the score, and it would have been like a means victory, and that could have been really really helpful for Indian cricket team, because like at present if you see now what I have seen in the news and all, it is like the upcoming series that are like in the World Test Championship cycle. So they are like, also I have tried to mention this in my earlier videos, but I am mentioning it once again. Like in this World Test Championship cycle at present, like this Border Gavaskar Trophy is coming up next from 22nd of November. So this is a five test match between India and Australia that is going to be played in Australia. And like in this, I believe this time onwards, like in Australia, New Zealand, this is the cricket season. So this time is allotted for the cricket. So New Zealand, in their home condition, in their home, they will be playing against England for three test matches. So like as New Zealand have won, so New Zealand is having three test matches lined up for them. So if New Zealand wins all these three test matches, they have a good chance to qualify for the final also. Yeah, and for Australia, yeah, Australia is also in a kind of a means a tricky situation at present. Like if Australia wins 3-2 in the Border Gavaskar Trophy, then Australia's remaining two test matches are against Sri Lanka. So Sri Lanka, that is probably in February month when Australia will be putting to Sri Lanka. So winning two test matches in Sri Lanka under the coaching of Sanat Jasuya, it won't be that much easy, because they will be preparing a whole lot of spinning track, and Sri Lanka is dominating very well in their home conditions. So in this Border Gavaskar Trophy, if they are able to win 5-0 against India, then they are through, because at present like India have slipped to the second position, Australia is in the first position. So if they are like able to win 4-1 or 5-0, then Australia will definitely secure their spot for the final in the World Test Championship final that is going to be played in June 2025 in Lords, right? So now for India, the equation remains like a convincing series win, like a 3-2 win against Australia. That will also not ensure that they will means have to look uh, forward for other teams score other teams points and all, and if they are able to like win 5-0, so they are through. India will be also in the World Test Championship final. But that is something I think like it is kind of an impossible and an enormous uphill task to defeat Australia 5-0, because no team still now, like till date, I believe hardly like 30 years before, or that probably uh, way back in the history, only once it had happened, like Australia was beaten 5-0 at home. So that is kind of like impossible to beat Australia 5-0 at home. So best thing that the Team India can do is like win three test matches and draw one test match and eventually lose one test match. So that will also secure their position, I believe, for the World Test Championship final. Uh, and also like there is a huge amount of chance for South Africa, because South Africa is going to play against Sri Lanka in their home condition, like three test matches. So that will also be very crucial. Like if Sri Lanka is beating South Africa and South Africa is like, if they are playing winning these three test matches against Sri Lanka, three or probably four test matches are there for South Africa to play against Sri Lanka and all. So that is something that is going to be very much important. Like South Africa is also having good amount of chance to qualify, and we all means at home South Africa is expected to beat Sri Lanka convincingly, because that is what the cricket pundits will basically say, like because the home condition in South Africa will be like there will be good amount of fast bouncy wickets and all. So that way around, like Sri Lanka will face real stiff challenge and everything. So if that is happening, and practically speaking, like as India is traveling to Australia, so in the Border Gavaskar trophy similar kind of a bounce and really bouncy tracks will be there. So at present, the scenario for Team India don't look that much prospective that they will be able to turn around things, and they will be able to make something happen, change means happen drastically. So considering these two facts, like Australia winning convincingly in the Border Gavaskar Trophy and South Africa winning their rest of the matches against Sri Lanka at home, so these two teams will climb to the first and the second position in the World Test Championship final. And South Africa and Australia, there is a huge amount of chance that maximum chances of like this, that South Africa and Australia are going to play this next year World Test Championship final at Lords 2025. And also like in the press conference, I have heard like Rohit Sharma did mention, like Rohit Sharma mentioned like when there was this questions being raised, and it was being asked to him, like firstly it was asked like whether he has lost trust in his defense and all. So there wasn't anything convincing I found in his answer, because he is saying that I have evolved as a batter, and I am trying to evolve as a batter, and thinking about the larger aspects and everything, but I will reconsider my batting and everything he is mentioning. But at this point, like once you are playing a test match and you are playing it at home, so if you are still not like further whether you will be trusting your defense or whether you will be playing for the larger aspect. So what larger aspect he is mentioning, that is something with due respect to Rohit Sharma I am not able to understand, because if you stick in the crease, stay in the crease, then there is a possibility of like stretching the game to maximum extent and scoring huge amount of runs, and that can only happen if you are good in your defense and all. So similarly also, like huge amount of like things have been said about Virat Kohli also. Like there is a comment in the commentaries, Murli Karthik or probably Dinesh Karthik have asked like, do you remember once to Ravi Shastri, both were doing the commentary at that point of time, or is it a maybe it is a means a kind of a meme or a joke or something, but it probably would have happened in the match during commentary, that do you remember when did Virat Kohli stood in the crease and made sure India wins. So Ravi Shastri mentioned that Virat Kohli is falling and he is also part of this downfall and all. Something like that he had also mentioned. So at present scenario, like whole lot of cricket experts are mentioning that Rohit and Virat and Ravindra Jadeja, their times are literally like gone and all. And like if you think in a practical means aspect, like they are all above 36 years age, I believe, and like at this point of time there is a great amount of means uh, things changes in a person's physical ability, like the hand-eye coordination and everything really doesn't remain the same as it is once you are in your mid 20s or in your early 30s and all. So I don't know like whether they will be able to bounce back in the BGT, upcoming BGT in Australia, whether they will be able to bounce back and all. Also, like there is whole lot of amount of cricket left in them, and they can still be that master class. I mean, signature form of theirs should come back and all. But if that thing is not happening, then I feel like they should have like Ravindra Jadeja along with Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli. They should have like ended their career once they had like won the T20 World Cup that was held in West Indies, USA. So after winning that T20 World Cup this year, so if they would have decided that that's it, we are drawing out the line, final line for our international cricket career, and we will only be playing franchise cricket like only IPL. So that could have been also a very good decision, because now test matches are not like a easy thing. So you need to win a particular single days and needed to be won, and then only a test match is also won. That is also something that Rohit Sharma mentioned in the press conference. So it is really difficult for them, and at present like Pakistan is touring Australia. So this Pakistan tour to Australia, if you see today's match also, that there is like a huge amount of bounce in the track and all. So like Pakistan really tried their best, like they scored something around 200 runs, and they took 8 wickets of Australia, and in the very end like there was only 2 wickets remaining, but still Australia was able to win the match today. It was a one day match being played between Australia and England, very sorry, Australia and Pakistan. So Australia won the first one day match today. It was a close match eventually, because Harish Rauf really steamed in and bowled pretty well. He was on a hat trick also. That point of time I was watching, and at present like England is also touring to West Indies. So there is like 2 matches have been completed. Last match was on Sunday, I believe. So England have won the second one day. First one day they have lost to West Indies and all. So, but this World Test Championship cycle, so what I mentioned, like there is this practically huge amount of chance of Australia and South Africa qualifying. India's chances are still there, but they need to prove that their work means also qualifying. That somehow if you are qualifying and then you are just means eliminated in the World Test Championship final that is happening for the last 2 years, that is also something I don't think like would be very much what we will also wish to have means happen, and Team India players will also want something like that to happen and all. And apart from that, there is equal amount of chance for New Zealand and Sri Lanka to also qualify. So this race is between 5 teams at present. So so let's see what happens. Like the India A team is doing already to Australia. They are playing matches against Australia, and Rohit Sharma and company, they will also leave early. That is something they had also mentioned today in the press conference. And they will try to get accustomed to the condition. Like for the A team, there are numerous players who will also be included in the team. They were part of the team and all. So that is also is the part of the plan for Team India. But like also one thing should I should mention is like I have seen it in social media, like Gautam Gambhir is the part of this team management and means team selection and all. But earlier like coaches means previously the earlier coaches were not part of the team selection and all. So this team selection has already been done. Uh, uh, Once the second test match was over and all. So I don't think it was very wise decision. They could have waited for a bit, like to see what is the result of the last test match. So putting the trust entirely to this team who has lost 3-0 in home condition and spin friendly track, everyone is saying, like we fell in our own trap basically. So we prepared a spin friendly track both in Pune and in Mumbai, and in both these conditions we fell in our own trap and all. And in bounce assistance and all in the first match, that was Bangalore. So we were out for 46. So uh, there is very hard times to find out like how things will turn around and all. And also, like I felt really a bit bad, like Rohit Sharma mentioned, like I am taking entirely the blame on myself. But I don't think like earlier when Rahul Dravid was the coach, like when Team India lost the one day World Cup final also, everyone was shattered and all. So Rahul Dravid was the one who came to the post-match press conference and all. But now I saw like things have changed entirely. Like Rohit Sharma is coming for the post-match press conference, whereas Gautam Gambhir is not coming. And I felt like Gautam Gambhir should have come and taken the entire responsibility. That would have given Rohit Sharma that much amount of cushion and that much amount of healing there could have been. Like you understand, like playing in this extreme heat for at this age and captaining a side, and after that losing 3 test matches. So definitely if he is also taking the blame on his shoulder. So I don't know how this is something that helps the captain to like regroup his entire team and motivate and bounce back and all. So that part could have been easily done by Gautam Gambhir, as you know, like for the 3 days the matches are being played. So the role of a coach is just to sit in the balcony and to keep watching and all. So I'm not saying anything against Gautam Gambhir or something, but I think like if he would have done that, then things could have been the players could have Rohit Sharma basically could have felt much relaxed and all. So yes, that's it for the time being, guys. Let's see what happens in future as we are heading towards the BGT Border Gavaskar Trophy starting from 22nd of November. So yes, that's it for the time being, guys. Do remember to subscribe to my channel and like the videos, share the videos, and take care, everyone. Stay connected. And again, I would like to mention, do remember to subscribe to my channel. Thank you, everyone. Take care. Bye bye.